Several of my atheist and skeptical friends have asked me to give an answer for why anyone should believe the Bible. So I'm creating this video for my skeptical friends, but it probably won't have the type of answers you're looking for, because you want me to offer empirical evidence or scientific proof that the Bible is true, and I can't offer that. Science and the scientific method are an important means for discovering truth about the world. And science is essential for human progress, but it does have its limits. There are some questions that cannot be answered through science. It's impossible for me to design a science experiment to answer the question, who is God, or what is the purpose for my existence? So I can't offer you scientific reasons to believe the Bible, but I can offer you some good unscientific reasons to consider the Bible as a potential source for answering questions that cannot be answered by the scientific method. My reasons for believing the Bible are not contrary to science, they are just not acquired scientifically. So here are my unscientific reasons for believing the Bible. Number one, I like the God that the Bible describes. The God of the Bible is loving and personal. The God of the Bible relates to people individually. He cares about all people, and he cares about social justice. He's concerned about the poor, the weak, and the oppressed, and he's tough on the oppressors. The God of the Bible did more than just talk about his love for us. He showed his love for us in a profound way. He came to us personally in the flesh, and he was tortured and killed by humanity in order to save humanity. And that brings me to my second reason for believing the Bible, which is the story. The story of the Bible and God's plan of salvation is beautiful and compelling. And it's what first attracted my husband to the faith. My husband grew up as an atheist, but when he went into college, he ended up in a Bible as literature class, and he began reading parts of the Bible for some of his assignments. As he was reading the writings of Paul in the Bible, he thought to himself, I don't know if God exists, but if there is a God, this is his story. It was the beauty of the story and the perfection of God's plan of salvation that first caused my husband to consider God's existence. So the beauty of the story is one of my reasons for believing the Bible. Number three, the Bible answers the big questions of life better than any other worldview or religious text. The Bible answers the questions, why do I exist? What is my purpose? What is my destiny? Why does good and evil exist? Why is the world corrupt? And what is the solution to the world's problems? The Bible gives me the best and most satisfying answers to these questions. Other worldviews fail to answer one or more of these questions in a satisfying way. Number four, my personal experience with God through the Bible. Many of my experiences with God over the years have been connected to the words and ideas in the Bible. The words of the Bible have touched me and moved me more deeply than any other words that I've read or experienced. So those are my reasons for believing the Bible. For those who are looking for empirical evidence, I can't offer any proof that the Bible is true. But I can offer some additional ideas that lend credibility to the Bible, even though they fall short of offering proof for its truth. So the first thing that lends credibility to the Bible is the historical and archaeological reliability of the Bible. The people, the places, and some of the events recorded in the Bible are corroborated by other historical and archaeological sources. The second thing that lends credibility to the Bible is evidence of manuscript integrity. The biblical text has an incredible history of faithful transmission that far surpasses any other ancient document. Now, that doesn't mean that the events written in it are true, but it does lend credibility to the text. Number 3, the Bible contains predictive prophecy which has been fulfilled. Number 4, a missing motive for why the early disciples would have fabricated their testimony about Jesus' resurrection. Certainly, lots of people have lied for various reasons, like profit or to seduce or to gain power. But what did the early disciples have to gain from telling these stories about Jesus? Spreading this message about Jesus' resurrection brought no profit to the early disciples. It only brought suffering, persecution, and in most cases, a painful death. So, not having a discernible motive to lie doesn't prove that their testimony is true, but it does lend credibility to their witness. Thanks for listening to my reasons, and I hope we can continue this discussion. Feel free to leave your skeptical or supportive comments or questions in the comment section for this video. And please subscribe to my channel by clicking on the picture of Jesus that just came up on the screen. Thank you.